Hey, second grade, it's Miss Crawl, and today we're going to be looking at two types of sentences. We're going to be looking at a statement, which is a type of sentence, and a question, which is another type of sentence. First things first, let's go over what makes a sentence. So remember, a sentence has to start with a capital letter, has to have a complete thought, and then it has to end with punctuation mark. So let's go ahead and talk about a statement. So a statement is a type of sentence that tells us something. So a statement has a capital letter, it has a complete thought, and the punctuation that it ends in is a period. So a statement has a period at the end and it tells us something. Where a question doesn't tell us something, it asks us something. So a question also has a capital letter, has a complete thought, but the punctuation at the end is a question mark. And it doesn't tell us something like a statement does, it asks us something. So a statement and question are both types of sentences, but a statement tells us something and a question asks us something. Statement ends with a period and a question ends with a question mark. So we are going to go ahead and look at a page. We're going to read the sentence and we need to decide, is it a statement? Is it a question? And then depending on that answer, we need to add the punctuation. So if it's a statement, we add a period. If it's a question, we add a question mark. We are going to go ahead and look at number 1 first. I want you to read this sentence silently as I read it out loud. We played a fun game today. So we have a capital letter, a complete thought, and now we need to add our punctuation. So is this sentence asking us something or telling us something? Well, it's telling us we played a fun game. It's telling we played a fun game. So that means it's a statement, and a statement ends in a period. So we are just going to put a period. Number 2, again, read silently as I read it out loud. Will you help me carry this box upstairs? Starts with a capital letter, is a complete thought, and now we have to solve the punctuation. So is this sentence asking or telling me something? Well, it's asking, will you help? Will you help me carry this box upstairs? It's asking something. So if it's asking, that means it's a question, and that means we need a question mark at the end. We're going to do number 3 together also. So again, silently read as I read out loud. The lizard hid behind a leaf on the tree. Has a capital letter, has a complete thought, and now let's solve the punctuation. Is this sentence telling us something or is it asking us something? What's telling us? It's telling us where the lizard is. The lizard hid behind a leaf on the tree. So that means it's a statement, and a statement ends in a period. Number 4, I'm going to read it out loud, and I want you to follow along silently. Luke kicked our ball over the fence. Luke kicked our ball over the fence. This sentence starts with a capital letter, has a complete thought. Now let's solve the punctuation. I need you to answer this question. Is it a statement or a question? Is it telling us something or is it asking us something? Go ahead and shout out your answer. Statement or question? So it's a statement because it's telling us where Luke kicked the ball. He kicked it over the fence. It's telling us that information in a statement. Does a statement end in a period or question mark? I want you to go ahead and shout that out. What does a statement end in? Yeah, a statement ends in a period. So we're going to go ahead and put a period. Let's look at number 5. Did you bring your homework back today? did you bring your homework back today? This sentence starts with a capital letter, has a complete thought. Now let's solve the punctuation. Is this sentence asking us something or is it telling us something? Again, I want you to go ahead and shout it out. Is it question, asking us, or is it a statement telling us? Yeah, it's a question. It's asking, did you bring your homework back today? It's asking us if we brought that homework back. So it's a question. Now, does a question end in a period or a question mark? Go ahead and shout it out. A question ends with a question mark. We're going to go ahead and put a question. Number 6, we're going to do 2 more. Who can help me find my keys? Who can help me find my keys? Has a capital letter at the beginning, is a complete thought. Now let's solve the punctuation. Is this a statement or a question? Is it asking us something, a question, or is it telling us something, a statement? Go ahead and shout it out. Question or statement? It's a question. It's asking who? Who can help me? So it's a question. Now, does a question end with a period or a question mark? Go ahead and shout out your answer. It ends with a question mark. Number 7. The bird flew down to catch a worm. The bird flew down to catch a worm. This sentence has a capital letter at the beginning. It's a complete thought. Now let's add our punctuation. But in order to add our punctuation, we need to decide if it's a statement or a question. Does this sentence tell us something or does it ask us something? I want you to go ahead and yell out if it's a statement or a question. What's your answer? Yell it out. It's a statement. It's telling us that the bird flew down. It's telling us where the bird flew. The bird flew down to catch a worm. It's not asking us, it's telling us. So it's a statement. Now, does a statement end with a question mark or a period? Shout it out. Yeah, a statement ends with a period. So we will put a period. Awesome job, 2nd grade. So today we talked about 2 different types of sentences. We talked about a statement and a question. Remember, a statement tells us something and it ends in a period, while a question asks us something and it ends with a question mark.